Hi, welcome to Two Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. This is Josh. And my co-host, Pixie.
Hi! I'm more like a kidnapped victim with Stockholm Syndrome. I've somehow been convinced to do this, and I'm...
She's saying call your local law enforcement and fear from the podcast.
I'm not 100% sure why I've agreed to do this, but it's not like I'm doing anything else, so...
It's something to do. That's a high quality podcast with our slogan as well. It's something to do.
It's something to do.
So what we're going to do on this show is we're going to go over random news stories that are probably a day or two old, so it's not like news. It's just recent news.
Listen, we are not journalists or, I don't know, news people. I'm not here to give them the facts. I think if I was, that would be dangerous.
We may or may not be fake news.
Yeah.
We're not responsible for any erroneous news that we come across on the internet.
If I offend anyone, please take any legal action against Josh.
See, you forgot my name. Tremendous. Off to a good start.
So, go on.
Alright, here's the first story I got. Have you heard of Stormy Daniels?
She's something to do with Trump and him cheating on his wife when she had a baby, is that right?
Yeah, she's like a porn star that the president of the United States hooked up with. She got arrested at a strip club for inappropriate touching.
That is. Who reported that?
It was, it was arrested for allegedly allowing a customer to touch her while on stage in a non-sexual manner during a sting operation. So apparently there was an undercover cop at the strip club. Under Ohio law, a dancer at a sexually oriented business is barred from touching anyone but a family member when nude or semi-nude.
Can I just say, it's the touching of a family member is the bit that creeps me out. That is fine, apparently.
Why is your family member coming to see you at the strip club?
And why do they want to touch you while you're
while nude or semi-nude?
Yeah.
She's out on let's see. Her lawyer tried to say it's a setup and politically motivated.
Does it matter if it was a setup or politically motivated?
Not really. I mean, she's touching dudes at the strip club.
Yeah, that's like saying you were set up when someone comes in to check that you're checking ID when you're serving behind the bar.
Yeah. So, that's sort of funny. And next up, let's see. Do you have Papa John's in England?
I don't think we do now.
Oh, their founder just got thrown out for saying the N-word on a media training exercise.
It's good to know that the people running our businesses who are responsible for hiring and equal opportunities are allowing that type of language as a rule.
Yeah, during a media exercise, so basically she's trying to train people what to say and what not to say.
Exactly my point.
Yeah. So. Oh well. So he's gone.
Are we doing well? Is this...
This is better than the real news, I would think.
Yeah, I would think so. It's better than seeing news stories about children trapped in places, which seems to be the trend lately. Caves, cages.
Trapped everywhere.
Yeah.
Alright, I've got a massive, this is the story headline. A massive snake falls from ceiling onto sleeping man.
What the fuck?
A central New York man got a rude awakening when a large snake fell from his bedroom ceiling and landed on him while he slept.
Did he own the snake?
The snake, yeah, the Department of Environmental Conservation says one of its officers responded to a call on June 29th. So this is really this is really soon news. This is news from 2 weeks ago. And then said the snake had fallen on him when he was sitting in his apartment in Pulaski. They said the officer determined a 6-foot-long red-tailed boa constrictor had escaped its enclosure in an apartment. The agency said the snake fell from the ceiling of the downstairs apartment where it landed on a sleeping man in bed. The man wasn't injured. The snake, which is legal to possess in New York, was reunited with its owner.
Jesus.
So that's a bad way to wake up.
Can you... How can you make a 6-foot snake in your house, do you think?
Was it?
How do you miss a 6-foot snake in the house? I mean, that is...
I'm guessing he was at work, maybe. And the snake somehow escaped while they were at work, maybe? And then it fell on this other man while he's sleeping.
But that snake is actually taller than me. That's like me in a house.
That's a big snake. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not afraid of snakes, but I'm going to wake up with a stranger snake all over me.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't really want to wake up with a snake I owned on me. One of my ex's brothers used to have a snake.
You didn't like it?
Well, they weren't very good at taking care of it. They were responsible snake owners, just like the man that left the one that decided to sleep on the other man in that news story. Like, they were that responsible.
Mm-hmm.
And every time one of them was a boa constrictor, whenever it got out, it tried to escape down the toilet.
Down the toilet?
Down the toilet. He would find it in the toilet.
Like maybe it's thirsty.
I don't know. I just think
my cat would rather drink out of the toilet than this water dish. He's gross.
That is pretty bad, like.
I mean, I guess it's not dirty. I mean, you would think the water in the dish would be cleaner than the water in the toilet, but maybe not.
No.
Let's see. Here's another story. A woman on oxygen tank dies after utility cuts electricity.
Ooh.
You're laughing at that.
I'm not laughing. You're a liar.
You're shocked. and Spence and some lady get killed because they shut her power off.
Or did she not pay a bill?
Well, let's see. I haven't even read the story yet. That's the way the show works. I just click the headline and then I read it on the air. Let's see.
I can see this show going well.
This is a good show. This is a high quality product. Yeah, it was due to an unpaid bill for her relatives she was in hospice care due to congestive heart failure. Says she struggled to breathe after the utility company cut off power and her oxygen tank and air conditioning shut down. This despite family members calling them throughout the 90-day cycle, I guess, between what she paid and...
I was just gonna say, did they not have, like, a note on, like, their system that says, don't shut off this person's electricity, they will die?
I guess they didn't care. It's possible, I mean... Let's see how much the utility can't shut off electricity to a resident if a valid medical emergency exists. And a family member showed reporters a copy of a statement showing $500 payment had been made Tuesday. Her balance was about $1,800, with at least 2 other payments made to pay off the bill. Her family member said it's so sad she had to get like that, and I don't want it to happen to anyone else.
That is quite scary.
So yeah, I would think that's a lawsuit.
Imagine if you were a robot and you depended on that electricity to, like, get up in the morning and stuff.
So it would kill the robot?
Yeah.
I don't think robot lives count as people lives, though. At least not yet.
I think that's the type of comment that is going to turn the robots against us.
No, I'm saying that I'm pro robot lives. Just in case the robots come to life like Ultron or something. I'm pro robot lives.
I'm pro robot lives.
So now we're safe. Apparently this electric company probably wouldn't be.
No, I'd like to see the robots take over and see how they deal with the electric company.
I doubt they'd shut it off. The robots would treat us better than the whatever the PSE&G is.
Exactly.
But yep, that's New Jersey. They'll shut the ear off on your great grandma. Whatever it takes to save a buck. I got another story. This is Starbucks. Do you ever go to Starbucks?
Right. I'm gonna be completely honest and say yes, because I'm a giant hypocrite.
Uh-oh. What do you mean by you're a hypocrite? What's hypocritical about drinking at Starbucks?
Well, I don't know, you'd always see it like, oh, Starbucks don't pay the taxes in the UK. And I'm like, that's awful. Starbucks should pay the taxes in the UK. And then I'm out and I'm like, could really use a coffee that's more sugar than water.
The sugar bomb.
Yeah, so it's just caffeine and sugar. Liquid sugar.
What coffee do you get there? What's your one of choice?
I don't know, I have to be careful.
Well, yeah, you can get like different like soy milks and things, but what do you usually order?
Something with caramel in.
I usually get the caramel macchiato when I'm there. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Is that got chocolate in it?
I don't know what macchiato means. I have to look it up.
Which one's the one with chocolate in it? I don't like
I think mocha is chocolate. Okay, macchiato is an espresso with a dash of frothy steamed milk. So if the milk's not frothy, it's not a macchiato. It has to be frothy. That's what I usually get. I think, yeah, mocha's chocolate.
I don't like chocolate in coffee.
Don't get mocha then. Oh, but the story, here it is. And I guess they've already done this in England. They've switched to paper straws. Oh no, McDonald's switched to paper straws. Yeah, I haven't read these stories.
No, I think they've still got plastic straws.
Alright.
Some of them even have signs up, because this is how stupid people must be, saying not to use the straws to drink your hot drink.
So you're supposed to stir with it?
No, you're meant to just use the straw to drink your cold drink.
Well, if you wait till it cools down a little bit, you can drink it with the straw.
That is true, but...
So they could say, wait till it cools down, and then drink it with the straw.
It says something like, please don't use plastic straws in your hot beverages.
So they might melt. It might be crappy straws.
I think it's more that you're gonna suck up oil and hot liquid through a straw.
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea. It's not doctor recommended.
No.
Yeah, basically in the United States they're going to get rid of plastic straws.
How do you use the paper straw?
I don't know. I've never used a paper straw. It says McDonald's recently said it would switch to paper straws in the United Kingdom and Ireland by next year. So you'll be getting paper straws at McDonald's.
That feels like magic.
It might be. Some sort of dark sorcery in the straw manufacturing industry. So straws add up to about 2,000 tons of the nearly 9 million tons of plastic waste that ends up in waters around the globe each year.
I've got this, see, this is why I'm a hypocrite. I've got this awful hate for plastic in our sea, and like, the effect it has on animals, and then I'll be like, I can't drink my tap water, it tastes like bleach.
So you're like, you drink out of the bottle like this, right?
Yeah.
That's how I do it. Plus my cat will tip over plastic. Like my tap water's not too bad, but if it's like in a cup, my cat will just tip it over. Or drink out of it.
Yeah, my dog used to do that. Like, he would just wander into your house, even if it wasn't his house. Not that, like, I minded him doing it or that, but he'd just wander in, and if there was a cup within reach, it was his cup of coffee or tea, he'd just go up and just start.
Drink
being
coffee?
Like, thank you for having this cup of tea ready for me.
The dog will drink coffee?
Nah, they're not meant to.
Yeah, I don't think they're meant to.
No, they're not meant to.
And another news story, this happened in Chicago. Some drunk gentleman went off on a woman for wearing a Puerto Rico shirt.
Oh yeah, I've seen this video.
This just added to it. The cop that just stood around and did nothing resigned.
Good. Because here's what I found even more. I mean, it was shocking enough, and I agree with everything the girl was saying in respect of if the attacker had have been the Puerto Rican person and the person getting shouted at would have been a white person, I don't even think they'd be arrested. I think they'd be injured, like, severely injured. Like, the very terrifying thing, though, is that in the video, at the end, after the police had said they were called because a woman was being choked, you find out it was one of them choking the woman. Like, at what point would that police officer have stepped in if that man had started choking a girl because of the t-shirt she's wearing?
He's like, not my problem.
Yeah, like.
So I'm on my 15-minute break.
Yeah, like I really think everybody should watch that video because there really is something unsettling to the way that police officer just stands there while she's in, because you see him right in her face, and then at the very end, you're like, oh, they were the reason the police were called in the first place. They're the ones that were strangling the woman.
I would guess he was too cowardly to handle a drunk old man by himself, so he called for backup. Because the guy was eventually arrested.
Yeah.
And that's all.
I think he was only arrested because the other people turned up. And probably because whoever he was with had been choking a woman.
I think he called backup, maybe. But yeah, he was unwilling to confront this. This guy was 62. And the cop...
he kept saying to the girl, aren't you educated?
Yeah.
About Puerto Rico not being an American country.
Or like a state, yeah.
Well, yeah, like the t-shirt, like it's the first time I've ever seen the Puerto Rican flag, but it's clearly like an American flag t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been one of our territories for like 120 years, I think, maybe longer.
And the thing is, it takes the whole issue of what someone's asking for by what they're wearing to a whole new level.
And being completely ignorant about what's American and what's not to begin with.
Yeah. I think ignorance is one of the scariest things.
He still has some territory, so I guess it'd be like if someone wore a Bermuda shirt in England.
Yeah, like people wear all kinds of shirts here, and I've never seen anyone get harassed for the t-shirt they're wearing. Never.
Maybe you should start. You should start. You end up on the news.
I should start watching the news. Did you say?
No, I'm saying you should start harassing people so you can be on the news.
Oh.
You'd be like, take that shirt off. It's not English.
People will be like, are you English? Are you Welsh?
There you
You're
go.
Welsh.
And point at them and ask if they're a United Kingdom citizen.
Yeah.
Push them. Provoke them. That sounds like a good plan. You end up on the BBC News.
Why didn't you do it first?
I don't go out.
We'll see how it goes.
I don't go out much.
Oh, I don't lately. Going out's scary.
That's all they do.
I can't even, answer my phone lately. I just stare at it while it rings. If I answer this phone, I'm going to scream at whoever's on the other end.
So anybody that calls you, it's not that she didn't see your call, it's that she doesn't want to answer.
It's that every time my phone rings, I get this rage.
So don't call you, text you. That's what you're saying?
Nah, maybe, because then I'll text you, and then really you can't tell if I'm shouting at you.
Oh, we got a new story. Breaking news. After crazy video, a subway surfer gets busted. This is in New York City.
Is. Because I think I've played this game. Is this?
Alright, let's see. Goes by Subway Surfer. He was 22 years old and accused him of calmly riding on the outside of a subway car.
Oh, no.
I guess he's just riding on. Let me see. There's no video here.
We're not that bad over here. When I was at uni, in London, we used to get really, this is why you could still drink on the tube. That's how old I am. We used to get really hammered before we went into central London because everything was like really expensive. And then when we were on like the trains that were like dangerous and fast, we'd like do things like stand on one leg.
But inside the subway though, right?
No, inside the train.
Yeah. This guy was doing it on the outside.
Yeah, that's a bit more dangerous.
Yeah, but he got arrested for it. So they don't allow them to drink on the what do you say, the tube anymore?
No, you're not allowed anymore.
That seems like that should have been a rule from the beginning.
You would think, wouldn't you?
They're like, we're sick of these drunks.
I bet you the night bus is just worse earlier now. Like, not only do they now have drunk people trying to get home, got drunk people trying to get out.
There were probably a lot of drunk people yesterday when Croatia beat your football team.
Listen, all I know is that I don't give a fuck. I could not care less.
I don't care either. It just came up on my news, so I thought I'd bring it up.
I'm expected to like football just because of where I'm from.
Yeah, I don't. We call it soccer here. It's not football. Football's a different sport.
I find the fact that your football can be like carried with hands a bit ironic.
Yeah, they barely kick it. They just
why
kick
is it
field
football?
goals. I don't know why they call it football. It's more like I think like a rugby type game.
Yeah, it is.
But
It definitely is.
But it's America. We do what we want.
Yeah, you give things with perfectly good names really different weird names.
Like, what'd you call a zucchini? Hey, let me look that up.
I forget what were we talking about when you corrected me on that.
The zoodles.
Describe a zucchini for me, please.
It's phallic shaped and green.
Oh, of course, yeah.
You call it a courgette, I believe.
Courgette.
Courgette. Oh, courgette. Fancy.
Courgette. Oh, well, I think it's French.
Yeah, we call it a zucchini.
Why? It looks like a courgette. It doesn't look like a zucchini.
What is a courgette?
A courgette sounds like a phallic green vegetable.
They said just call it the green phallus plant.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what courgette sounds like. Zucchini sounds like.
Zucchini
rainbow coloured with bells on it.
Sounds like a pasta, maybe. Zucchini.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, it comes from it comes from Italian. But we have a lot more Italian people, I think, than England. I would think.
Yeah, I think you have a lot more of I'd imagine you've got a lot more English people than England.
Well, English spin-offs. We've sort of mixed the ethnicities. We're a melting pot, which just means a multicultural bang party.
And yet you have such such a exclusionary president.
All about the separating people.
I just don't understand how he can be against immigration.
His wife's an immigrant.
Has he ever been married to an American woman?
I think his second wife was American.
Once out of 3 times.
Yeah, one out of 3 times.
Once out of 3 times.
I think his platform is you could be an immigrant if you're a model. Now, if you're not a model,
I think it's just as long as you're white. Just as long as you're white.
It's only white immigrants.
Yeah. I don't think he's got a problem with immigration. I think he's got a problem with the skin colour.
Maybe. I have no idea.
No comment.
I mean, I don't want to be like... I don't know that he's racist, but he's done some racist things.
I really don't think he's got a leg to stand on, though, because, I mean, he's orange.
He's orange by choice, though. I don't think he was born orange.
No, I don't think he was born orange.
I've heard these people, these white, white supremacy people are taking those DNA tests to be like, oh, look how white I am. And then they come back and they're like Jewish or
yeah,
Arab.
because nobody's like one race.
Yeah.
Like,
they'll turn out they're like 12% black or something like that. And they're trying to be like,
it's ridiculous to think that. I don't know, I just think race is a bad myth. Like, it doesn't exist. We're all just different shades of beige.
Well, albinos are white. Like, really white. They're not beige. You see an albino?
Yeah. But that's a pigment deficiency.
Yeah, but they're not beige. They're white.
Well, that's because they've got something wrong with the pigments.
Wrong with them? Should be an anti-albino.
No, well, they can't go in the sun. It's a sickness.
A sickness.
It's an illness.
That's racist against albinos.
Okay.
I'm offended.
I didn't say there was,
So they're a sickness.
I'm sure they would like to not be confined to the house during sunny days.
They could live in London.
Huh.
It's not very sunny there, right? Doesn't it rain all the time?
No, we've been having like a heat wave, and I think it's been worse down south. There's been like a load of commotion because in Ireland there's like some kind of big drought, and when Harry and Meghan went to Ireland to speak to the Irish president or someone, they had like 15 bottles of bottled water on the table, and there was like outrage on Twitter over it.
They're thirsty.
Yeah, I mean, at least they weren't using the tap water, I suppose.
So what do you think about her being American?
I've got no opinion about it.
You don't think they should have to marry an English person?
No.
Because they're on your payroll, right?
Yeah, sadly, yeah.
So they should do what you say. They should have to marry...
We pay them, right? We pay them to go on holidays and things to be like representative of us or whatever bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the castle breaks down, they're like, we need a new castle, please. When my castle breaks down, can I go to Rupé's name and be like, I need a new castle?
You could try.
My castle's broken down.
So I think that England should choose who they marry. I think there should be like a reality TV show. Who wants to be a princess?
Yes! Let's do that! Yes!
And then for a joke, and then for a joke, you just vote in like the most unpleasant,
Can,
unfortunate looking person.
can we, right?
That would be much more entertaining.
Change it for X Factor.
Yeah.
Because that shit does my head in. Let's change X Factor for that every year. You'll get a different royal and marry them off.
He has to marry someone new every year.
Yeah, that's so much fun. Oh, let's do that.
See?
And start one of them government petitions.
That should happen. I don't think they want that. I don't think they want that to happen. Or maybe they do. Depends on who they vote in. I would vote the most unpleasant, unfortunate looking person I could.
You know what we should do? We should still pretend it's X Factor and get them in to like sing and perform. And like the ones that are like the chicken factory man and that, they're the ones that go through.
Just have them use them like a gesture for your country's little gesture.
Yeah.
Take them around a little community center tour and just have them do a one-man show. Why not?
Yeah, but to like no one
They need
ever.
They need to earn that money you're giving them. That's what I think.
Yeah, I agree. Or at least stop asking for money when the castle falls apart or burns down. I mean, how many times have they set that other castle on fire?
They're careless, I guess. I don't know. I've never set a castle on fire. How many?
They've got several.
They have more than
You
one.
don't need them all.
Well, you have two different princes, right? So you need two castles for that. They're not gonna live together.
But then, what happens when they have kids and they have kids and they have kids?
They should limit their kids too. I think they should.
We can't keep giving them castles.
Well, just take the castles back and just put them in a trailer park.
We don't have trailer parks here. The weirdest thing we have is caravan park.
Well, build a trailer park. Build a classic American trailer park just for them. They're not very expensive. And just put the whole royal family in a trailer park.
Are you making a human zoo?
Well, why not?
Zoo.
Not a zoo. It's more like a private community. People can't really tour it. I'm just saying that they should just live in the trailer park.
Okay, so it's not so that people can go and stare and point.
No, because they can stare and point when they go on their community center tour of one-man shows.
Oh, yeah. But I think they already do that when they're just, like, strolling about, like.
Yeah. That's a much better setup. They're forced to marry who you tell them to. They're forced to live in a trailer park. I don't think they'd agree to that.
Listen, I'm doing one of them government petitions to make that show a reality.
I'd watch it. I don't care much for reality shows, but I'd watch to see. I'd watch to see who they marry.
Any reality shows?
I don't watch any reality shows, no.
Closest thing I get is like Forensic Files on Netflix.
I watch something like that. There's a one called My Strange Addiction. There'll be a guy.
Why have I been doing this?
There's a guy that has a relationship with his car.
There's a woman that's married to a fence.
There's a woman that was married to a amusement park ride. She was on the show.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah. What else is on there? Oh, a woman whose husband died, so she's like slowly eating his ashes. Lady that drank her own pee.
There's people doing that.
What else is on there? Oh, a woman that eats mattresses.
How is she not dead?
She must be eating other things, or mattresses are very unhealthy because she looked like
But
she was
surely
like
kill her
400
stomach.
pounds.
She's all mattress.
I would think. I don't know if she says the mattress.
She's all mattress.
She says that mattresses. She says it comes through her system, but maybe she's eating other things because she was a very large lady. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's from the mattress or from something else. I don't. They didn't go into her other dietary things, just her mattress eating.
I'd say that's gonna kill her.
So I wish they'd take all the people from the Strange Addiction show, like the guy that has sex with his car, the mattress
And marry
eater.
them to the royal family.
No, and put them on like a. There's a show here called Big Brother, where they all.
Yeah, we've got that over here.
I want to see all those people in the house. I'd watch that. I want to see them get mad at their roommate for eating their mattress.
Yeah, that would be better. I watched the first one and that was it.
Yeah.
That was like a million years ago.
It's like fake drama, pretty much.
Yeah, definitely.
But if somebody was eating mattresses and somebody else is having sex with the car, I'd watch that show.
I think you were just waiting to work in the sex with the car. That's what you really want to see.
No, because the guy even told his dad what he was doing. I'm like, his dad don't need to know. It's not like you're gay and you gotta like explain your roommate. You know what I mean? Be like, oh, I'm gay. Nobody needs to know you're having sex with the car. You know what I mean?
Is he married to it?
Like, I don't think he's legally married to it. No.
If he's married to it, then I think he needs to tell his parents.
Well, it's a male car too, so I guess he's in a gay relationship with the car. I'm not sure how he chose it was male or female because it's an automobile.
Say he crashes that car, right, and it gets it off. He's gonna be devastated, and his family are gonna be like, "Why are you so sad if he hasn't told them? Like, that's my husband."
I hope he tries to cremate the car and then try to eat the ashes like the other lady. That would be a lot of ashes. There's a lot more to eat.
What would it feel like though, nettle ashes? I imagine they'd still be sharp.
Yeah, that's gonna be gross.
Yeah. I can imagine they'd still be sharp.
Another guy had pool inflatables all around his house, and he was in a relationship with pool inflatables.
Like
a big inflatable shark, or like a big inflatable whale that you put in like a pool.
Well, isn't that like bigamy if he wants them all?
Well, I mean, they're not real people, they're inflatable animals.
But when do we stop applying laws to marriage? Like, you can only be married, to one person, but you can be married to 20 pool inflatables.
I guess the forefathers never thought of people being in relationships with pool inflatables.
Because then what happens when robots come? Can you just marry as many robots as you want?
Until they outlaw it, I would think yes. So people will, you know they will. If they're marrying amusement park rides, cars, pool inflatables, you know the robots is happening.
I'm just saying there's gotta be rules. There can't be one set of rules for one set of people and another for another.
But those are such niche things that you're not going to have too many people like, I'm going to marry 20 pool inflatables. So then you have to think, is it worth like our Supreme Court, is it worth their time to go through all these different cases for these unique individuals?
I'm going to say yes and film it and put it on TV, and I will watch it.
Is there full inflatable Supreme Court cases?
Yeah, football like made in fucking Essex and stuff. I don't want to see people going out, getting pissed, getting off with one another's boyfriends. I want to see them in court, fighting to marry 20 pool inflatables.
That would be better.
Yeah. Definitely.
So you had, what, messages you wanted to go through?
Oh, when I was waiting for you, I got a call off this number. It's been calling me for days, and I've been, like, too scared to Google it in case it doesn't come up, and then I'll be like, oh my god, it's work, and I've got to deal with that, because I'm just so stressed out about it lately. So, while I was waiting for you, I Googled it, and this has been the highlight of my day, sadly, but some of them are hilarious for the wrong reasons, and some of them are just hilarious. Like, you can review, you must be able to do it where you are, you can review numbers that call you so that other people can know whether it's like a scam and stuff.
Oh yeah, I've seen those sites.
Yeah. So, I Googled the number that was calling me, and here's some of the reviews, right? I'm not going to do them all because they're not all funny, but one person put, had a hilarious caller, Indian guy, who was very sorry to hear about my accident. A ski accident where I got my head chopped off. This went on for about 10 minutes. Then he asked me when it happened, so I said 1927 and informed him I was 312 years old. He did not like this. I was told to fuck you, you fucking old woman. You fucking fuck. Apparently I have no manners and I am a fucking fuck and no lady. He repeatedly said this and I began to laugh. This angered him. I told him that if he actually listened to me, I informed him that I have been decapitated, therefore I will be dead. Moron. But then what makes me laugh, right, is that this person is not only hilarious with the response, but then just hilarious. This is quite blatantly a scam number, and everybody's saying it's a scam, it's a scam, it's a scam. They go, terrible customer service.
Yeah, exactly. That's very rude to go off on your, especially a deceased person that's 300 years old.
It's a bit disrespectful, like.
At least respect the dead. You know, if you're not gonna respect your alive callers, at least respect your dead callers.
True. Someone else said, phone me, for some reason we put the time and the day, inquiring about my accident. I informed the caller that I was a passenger on the Titanic. Then he hung up.
So you don't want to talk to somebody from the Titanic?
No, apparently you can't claim if you were on the Titanic.
I think they're all dead now. I think the last one just died. They must have been like 100-some years old. Like, I could Google it.
Why don't you just bring the Titanic up and make it like a hotel or something before it fucking falls apart?
I think it was just, I mean, I think that was like 100-some years ago. That ship, it's probably just full of barnacles, and I don't think it could survive the trip up.
You think? And surely we can put it on something that'll bring it up, like a sea lift.
Let's see, the last survivor died like 9 years ago. But I'm old, so like 9 years ago was like yesterday.
So it's about as current as your news.
Yeah, my news is very almost current. Hey, that one was only 2 weeks old.
Well, you know, a month, 9 years, same thing.
I heard a funny story. I'm not gonna name the band to embarrass them, but from their drummer about the pooping on the tour bus. If you want to hear that story.
Go on.
they can't afford to pay somebody to clean the bus, so they don't poop in the bus. So usually they try to stop at rest stops when they're on tour, but sometimes they have to they get plastic bags and they put it in the empty toilet, and then they have to poop in the bags.
Why did he? I mean, what's the difference between pooing in a chemical toilet and pooing in a normal toilet?
Because I guess they store it.
Oh.
So they would have to pay somebody to clean that out.
Why don't they just keep it, and then when someone is rude to them, just tip it over their head?
I don't think that's legal.
No.
So they have to poop in bags sometimes.
Nah, we wouldn't be pooing into a bag.
That's not very rock and roll.
No, I sort of draw the line of pooing into a bag.
And then having to keep the bag until like the next stop. So like, what do you do with the bag? I should have asked them. What in the meantime do you do with the bag?
Why don't you just shit in the corner and cover it with like sawdust?
Because they'd probably pay somebody to clean that too.
Oh yeah, that is true. That is true.
This has been a really classy show.
I am not sure we can put this out.
You're saying this is unairable?
Yeah.
I think it's airable. What's been unairable? We've talked about everything.
I think everything.
You think what?
All of it.
So literally the entire show is...
The whole thing.
From the intro on, it's just all hot garbage.
I'd say even the intro is probably questionable.
Look, I gotta add to it. Are you ready?
That's what this has all been about, hasn't it? You just wanted to...
it was all set a lead up to that. It's just a long, prolonged joke. And then it leads to the slide. Slide whistle is like the main event.
Why are we doing this? Oh, it's like... I feel like it's walking into the mind of the criminally insane.
Well, we're just regularly insane for now.
I'm not sure about this.
We're working on the criminal part.
Oh. What was that noise?
What, on your end or mine?
Your end? Have you got a robot there?
I have a what?
A robot?
I have a dog.
No, it sounded like a robot talking.
I have no idea. Does it sound like this?
Now you mention it, it didn't.
Oh. That's good. I'd be creeped out of a ghost, and in the middle of the night I hear whoo, where the ghost is blowing on my slide whistle.
I think that'd just be more annoying.
I'd be creeped out. I wouldn't want a ghost mouth on my slide whistle. I don't know where that ghost's been.
You're like, look, you can play on the slide whistle during daytime hours. You can do it while I'm trying to sleep.
It's only at 4 a.m. when a ghost uses the slide whistle.
Yeah, like, come on, please let me get some sleep. You're dead, you might not have to sleep, but the rest of us have got to sleep.
I wish I could film it. If I filmed it and made money off it, they could do the slide whistle as much as they wanted.
I don't know, we'd pay to see a ghost do a slide whistle.
People would pay to see a ghost do anything, because I don't think there's any footage of ghosts. It would get a lot of views, I would think. Like, if there's a video that says ghost blows slide whistle, I'd watch it.
I really wonder why the ghost was busy blowing on a slide whistle when it's waiting around to get some unfinished business done. Like, do you still procrastinate when you're dead?
I guess. I mean, you procrastinate when you're alive. So why wouldn't you procrastinate when you're dead? You have infinite time if you're dead.
That is true.
So you could just... Maybe that's why they haunt places for like hundreds of years. They're just dicking around the whole time.
What would I do if I was dead? You've got the whole world that you can see. What would you do if you were a ghost?
Slide whistle.
Please do it in the daytime.
No, only at night. Only when somebody's asleep. And they'll be like, "Your son's asleep."
Oh, Jesus.
I'm not gonna do it.
I can see you!
There you go. But only in the middle of the night and only when someone's asleep.
No,
I do the ghostly slide whistle.
I think you just do the slide whistle for now. I think that was the highlight. It was what you were going for.
Well, we did have our news stories. Those were good. You laughed at the lady that died when her power got cut off.
Yeah, and I don't think.
Poor old lady. She was a great grandmother. You're laughing at her. Dying because these heartless people
Listen.
cut her power off.
I laughed at Granny coming out of the harness, skydiving, before I even knew that she didn't hit the floor, so I'm not the best judge of what is hilarious when it comes to old people and their reckless actions.
What, you see, I've heard that paying her bill was reckless? What was her reckless action?
Needing to be on oxygen.
That's not very reckless. That's just a health impairment.
You know what? I think that is your opinion.
It's
not a fact, it's an opinion.
I would think if you surveyed people and you asked them if someone is on oxygen for congestive heart failure, if that's reckless, they would say, no, it's not reckless.
All I'm saying is it's easy to live without oxygen. Ghosts do it.
They're not alive.
Then how can they play with whistles in the middle of the night?
They might blow, but they don't have to breathe. Because they don't have... Well, I don't know, maybe they can't blow without lungs. I'm not sure how it works. I'm not an expert on ghost anatomy. We should find an expert on ghost anatomy and bring them on the show. We could ask them if it's physiologically possible for a ghost to blow a slide whistle. That's important news. No other podcast is going to be asking that.
We should have did that for our first one.
This is our first one.
That's what I mean. We should have already spoke to the ghost expert before we put out fake news.
We're speculating. Maybe I'll try to find if there's a ghost physiological expert, a ghost anatomy expert. We'll bring him on the show, and we'll see if we'll find out what ghosts can do and what they can't do.
Okay.
That sounds like... So if there's any ghost anatomy experts, you can write into the show. We're on Twitter.
Listen.
What's our Twitter? I forget.
I am not hopeful that anyone is going to listen to this.
Me either. But it's been
Or to a second episode.
It's been entertaining. You don't want to do a second episode?
I'm just saying. I just think we're talking to ourselves.
Well, we're not talking to ourselves.
That is true.
There might be...
But then apparently that's all I do on my Twitter anyway.
You get some response. You have like 7,000 followers.
Apparently, just talking to myself.
You get likes and such. I have like 8 followers.
Okay, well you're only like 1,000 times off getting whatever. Then it's not bad.
See? But if you're a ghost anatomy expert, you can write to us at twitter.com/twoflupodcast. And we'll be sure to get back with you in a timely manner of within at least 2 weeks. We'll get back to you as soon as... I'm
not hopeful for me being able to use that, seeing as I couldn't log out of it the other day because I was on my Twitter page.
Oh, you didn't figure out how to switch them?
Yeah, I didn't realise that I've gotta go on to for some reason I thought I was logged into my Twitter and I was trying to log out to my Twitter.
I think if you do on the app, you just tap the picture and it brings up the other one.
No, I didn't log in through the app.
Oh. That's easier if you do it on your phone.
Yeah, I might have to do that.
What other experts could we bring on? We need a producer from X Factor to come on the show, and we could talk to them about bringing the royal family on and getting them married every year.
Yes, we need to do that.
Well, there's two princes, so maybe every other year one could get married. So they would have a 2-year marriage. They just alternate them every year.
There's a lot of royal family members though.
Yeah,
what about the ones that just aren't doing anything? Let's get them married.
Do they get paid?
I'd imagine so, yeah.
I thought it was just the queen, the prince, and then his 2 kids. But there's other people that get paid?
I've no idea. I'm making all this shit up.
Well, you should make up that you're in the royal family and they'll see if they can pay you. And fix your castle. That's brilliant.
I'm gonna demand that the public fix my castle.
There you go.
Yeah.
But if they do, you might also end up on X Factor having to marry somebody.
Well, you know what? As long as it's a pool inflatable, that's fine, because I can keep doing it every year till I find one I love.
So you just suffer through the year. You're like, man, 8 more months.
Listen, all I'm saying is, pool inflatables, they're clumsy. They have accidents. They fall on pins. It's not my fault.
What if people voted in for you to marry the pool inflatable? That'd be the easiest, though. I'd marry a pool inflatable.
I give it a week before I'm a pool inflatable widow.
Oh, you gonna pop the pool inflatable?
Either an accident, a tragic accident, or a tragic accident on purpose.
Either an accident or a purposeful accident. I think they call that murder.
I think they call it manslaughter.
Well, it would be inflatable slaughter.
Yeah.
Because they're not a man, they're a pool inflatable.
So, is it woman slaughter if you do it to a woman?
No, because women don't matter.
So what? Pool inflatable matters more than me.
Perhaps. In some countries, yes.
I'd agree with that, actually.
Like,
I would agree with that.
I think in Saudi Arabia, if a woman can only drive if she brings a male pool inflatable and puts it in the seat next to her.
What if it's like an animal inflatable?
It still has to be a male animal. It can't be a female pool inflatable. It has to be a male pool inflatable.
I think it's me I can hear.
You can hear yourself?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've got the sound through the.
Maybe it's my phone.
It might be.
Yeah.
So you want to do this again next week?
Let's see how many people sue me.
I don't think we'll get sued. They'll be entertained by our.
We'll get listened to either.
We've talked about pooping on a tour bus. We've talked about Royal Family Trailer Park. They're not going to get that anywhere else.
That is true. And for anyone out there who's wondering, you know, the type of thing we're talking about, I highly recommend you go and Google the granny skydiving.
Should they laugh or should they feel bad about laughing?
No, they can laugh. It's fine to laugh.
Does she hit the ground?
No.
Oh, that spoils it for me.
I'm spoiled it.
You spoiled it.
You could go and listen to the 911 call of the monkey attacking the people, if that's what you like. The monkey is really attacking the people.
Monkey attacks. I might be able to play. Let me look. I might be able to play through here. Let's see. 911 monkey attack. I'm gonna play it. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. Chimp attack 911 call from what, 9 years ago?
Yes.
Where they say she's dead. He ripped her apart.
She's not though. You know what really upsets me about it? What makes me feel bad about laughing is that the monkey got shot. That's the only thing that upsets me.
You can hear the monkey in the background.
He ripped her face off?
That's hideous. Can you hear that?
Okay, I need you to calm down a little bit. They're on the way.
Wait, hurry up! He's killing my girlfriend! Hurry up!
They're on the way, but I need you to give me more information.
That's kind of funny and sad.
Nah, it's only sad because the monkey got shot.
Well, I mean, it probably deserves to get shot if you're ripping somebody's face off. I can't.
You know,
If I rip somebody's face off, I'm going to get shot.
yeah, but nobody's going to keep you as a pet.
Am I?
And then if you rip the face off, then we'll shoot you.
See, there you go. So I'm not getting away with it either.
Oh, I'd love a monkey.
What, does it rip your face off?
Nah, train it to rip intruders' faces off.
I don't know how well that would work. I think if you taught it to rip anyone's face off, that's probably not a good idea.
Well, you know. You win some, you lose some.
So somebody get like a new refrigerator delivered and just hops on some guy and just starts ripping at his face. You're like,
Maybe he deserved it.
You're like, yeah, job hazards.
Yeah, maybe I didn't like his attitude.
But maybe you did.
I doubt it. If he was knocking on my door, he's not welcome.
He's delivering a refrigerator.
If he has to knock, he's not welcome.
What if you're in the other room? He's just supposed to just stand outside your door?
What do you mean if I'm in the other room? If I'm in this room, I won't answer to him.
Yeah, but I'm saying, how would you know he was there if he doesn't knock?
He has to knock. He shouldn't be here.
Yeah, but I'm saying if he's delivering a product and you're not in the room beside the door, how will you know that he's there if he doesn't knock?
You can leave it outside, and the fridge can tell me it's there.
So you can pick up a refrigerator and install it?
Yeah, just plug it in.
Yeah, but how are you going to get it from the front door to your kitchen?
Don't you move your fridge?
Yeah, I can move a fridge, but I'm saying, can you move a fridge?
I can move a fridge.
You think you can?
Yeah, I can move a
You
fridge.
kind of have to walk it, maybe.
Yeah.
Or if you have the little dolly. What are they called? Do you call them dollies there? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I don't want one of them. They're dangerous. That'd tick on me. I can just about get my recycling bin to the front of my house without it tipping on me.
So you're not worried about the fridge will tip on you?
No. I'd just be in front of it. Push it.
But how are you going to get outside the door? Because the fridge is like blocking your door.
Go round the back.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Did you see me key the other day? That's how I got into the house.
Oh, you went through the back?
Yeah.
Oops. You should lock your back door too.
I do.
Oh, okay. That's good.
The front door key was broke off in the front door lock.
Well, that's not good. What kind of keys do they make there? Or they just break off?
I think it was the heat.
Is that hot?
It was a bit of a flimsy key.
That's what I'm saying. What kind of metal do they have there? Crappy metal. Aluminum.
Same metal as you have.
We've got good quality keys here in the United States. They're not going to break off.
Okay, just you wait one day, you'll put that key in the lock, turn it, and the key will stay in the lock, and the top of the key will stay on the key thing.
And I'll look at the key, it'll say Made in England.
All the best things are made in England.
Like flimsy keys.
Like me.
Like you.
Saying I'm not the best thing?
I don't call people things. I don't think you should call people things.
I'm not sure I'm a people.
Oh, well, then you can be a thing then, I guess.
Apparently I'd have more rights in other places if I was a thing, so...
True. Or a male pool inflatable.
Exactly.
Well,
how many pool inflatables was a fetch in the ye olde days, do you think?
Oh, like when the barter system that your parents would sell you for livestock? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the current market rates for pool inflatables for people are.
Yeah, I don't think many people have pools.
I have a pool.
Not here, though.
Well, not in England. I have an American pool. American.
How's that going?
That's alright. I have one pool inflatable duck.
Has it not attacked you yet for not being American?
No, because it's American duck.
Okay.
And I don't have a Puerto Rico t-shirt.
Why?
I've never been to Puerto Rico.
But it's part of America. Surely, if you're American, you should have a Puerto Rico t-shirt.
Well, North Dakota is a part of America too, but I don't have a North Dakota t-shirt.
You should have one of them as well.
It's all of our territories, and
yeah.
So that means you should have to do the same thing. You should have a Bermuda shirt and whatever else you own.
Do we own Canada?
No, Canada's its own country.
Isn't it part of the Commonwealth?
It used to be. I think.
No.
It's its own...
Wales, and Ireland, and Northern Ireland, and Scotland, and England.
I thought Northern Ireland and Ireland were different.
They are.
But I think one of them is part of the UK.
Yeah, one of them is part of the UK.
But
One of them isn't.
that's what I'm saying. So you can't count both of them.
Can we not count both of them?
You can't have both of them if one's not part of it.
That is true. I don't understand how an island that tiny can be divided.
I don't know. It's your country.
Apparently it's not.
I think you should invade Ireland.
I don't.
Why not? They have Lucky Charms there. They have leprechauns.
Exactly.
See, you don't want leprechauns?
No.
I think you
They
should.
lure you to the end of the rainbow with promises of gold. Then what do they do?
I think you should ask Theresa May to build a wall to keep the leprechauns out. But the good part is the wall wouldn't have to be very tall. It don't have to be like 4 or 5 feet tall.
Where are we building it now?
Around Ireland. To keep the leprechauns
south.
out. That seems like a good use of your money.
Yeah.
The leprechaun wall.
I think so. I don't trust leprechauns.
That should be head of finance.
I should be head of finance.
If you build the Irish leprechaun wall, yeah.
Then I'll have to build one around Scotland to keep the Loch Ness Monster out.
Well, no, Scotland's part of the United Kingdom. You can't leave them out.
The Loch Ness Monster isn't.
We could build around the lake.
Yeah.
But that'd be a pretty tall wall because it's a big monster.
What we should do, right, is whenever a Loch Ness Monster wants to come in, we should put them in a detention centre, separate them from the Loch Ness Monster children, and then forget which monster goes with which monster child.
Or put the Loch Ness Monster on X Factor.
I don't think he's got much talent.
Have Prince Harry marry the Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah, that'd be good public relations. Scotland aren't very happy with England.
I'd vote for the Loch Ness Monster.
I think it's got to be done for the good of the nation.
See? This is your first X Factor winner for marriage. What if your princess has to marry the Loch Ness Monster? That's a solid decision.
I think we've solved a lot of world problems today.
Exactly. It'd be world peace if people listen to this show.
Or a whole nother war.
Yeah, or that. One or the other. I guess we'll end the show on that note of the Loch Ness Monster being in the royal family.
Okay. I think that's a good decision before we slander ourselves anymore.
Take care, everybody. We're on Twitter at, what was it again? Two Flu Podcast. That's where we're at. And, I've been Josh. And this has been Pixie, since she won't say it.
I don't like other elf creatures.
You don't like other... doing the sign off. He's just like, I don't like other elf creatures.
Yeah, I think it's gotta be said.
Oh no. I dropped my headset.
See?
This is a professional show. Yeah, is that your sign off? I don't like elf-like creatures.
Yeah.
That's racist against the elvish.
Listen.
So you get elvish, leprechauns. What else does that include?
Fairies. Gnomes.
So that whole smorgasbord of
Yeah.
extra tiny people you're racist against.
No, just have a healthy dislike for them.
That's racist.
Listen, sort your own country out first.
If you're racist against the elvish, you should just come out and say it. Just say it. You don't like the elvish. You think people are superior to elves.
Listen, they come into our country wearing their t-shirts.
They're elvish t-shirts?
Yeah.
So,
I think we've gone off track.
So no elvish. She's telling you, if she sees an elvish t-shirt in England, she's coming for you. So take care, everybody.